2004, I said, okay, I think I'll go back to Oklahoma. And all my friends said, are you crazy? You know, Bible Belt, this is real. I said, oh, they're wonderful people. I'm going back. I love it there. And I love the people. And I wasn't sure myself when I decided, but I felt called to come back here because I had two brothers who weren't very well. And I wanted to spend as much time with them as I could.
When we were over in the other location, we had a shaman who was teaching classes. And she, through huge amount of circumstances, moved back to Canada, or she was just getting ready to move. About that time, I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do for a shaman? And then she walked in and goes, hey, I'm an Inca shaman, and sometime maybe I'll teach some classes. And I'm like, all right.
For years, Jodi Tuttle was a teacher in Utah. She knew nothing about healing others, or clearing your energy path, or retrieving someone's soul. And then her friend suggested she take a class about Inca shamans. Jodi says that class changed her life.
Mostly the shamanic work is working with energy, and we each have an energy field around us. And so what she did at the time was do a lot of work on my energy field and cleared a bunch of stuff out of it. And it lightened I just felt like a new person afterwards.
She now works at Earth and Soul in Sand Springs and is known there by her medicine name, Grandmother Raven.
A shaman person is the one who just, it's really an indigenous path, like a medicine woman sort of thing. And the shamans are people who have learned to walk in two worlds. And so we can step into either one at any time that we choose. That's basically the short of the shaman. It's my spray bottle I use to spray energy.
Okay.
Energy. So like when I'm opening directions, I'll just be rattling and bringing the energy open. Just to clear directions, and I do it all direction. So, and then I use this to spray sometimes my clients when I worked with them, those who are brave enough to let me spray them. I spray the energy around them.
Jodi works with people outside of Earth and Soul as well. One of her clients right now is a 7-year-old boy with autism.
When I first started working with him, they said, he won't let you touch his head. Well, I have to touch his head to work with him. So I started just barely touching his head, and then finally he said, he started allowing me to work with him. And so I've done lots of different kinds of work with him, and he's gotten more friendly. I don't know if you know much about autistic kids, but they don't like to have anybody touch them, and they don't really make up with friendly people very much. But now he's gotten to where he'll come and sit on my lap and give me a hug and cuddle up and stuff like that. And he doesn't talk a lot, but he will a little bit. And we can get a little bit, he's doing some communication now, a lot more with his parents than he ever has. Being an educator did help a lot, because now mostly what I do is teach people to find their own way. And teaching really is still the center part of what I do, even though I do all this work, but it's still teaching, because I believe everybody has to find their own path. Nobody can take my path. I mean, they might, but most people have their own. And so I just help guide them to find their own path, whatever that is.